Hey guys, Planet Green Zen. Now thank you for coming to my channel. For the people of Zen out there, I actually have a question for you. It's a two-part question. The first one is, do you feel that if you see someone on TV or on Instagram or social media that's successful, do you find yourself saying, well, that person is successful because they were lucky and I wish I had that type of luck? Or do you feel that successful people have been in the right place at the right time? So if you have those questions, we're going to talk about that today in today's video. So the topic is, are successful people lucky or have they just been in the right place at the right time? So stay tuned.
Planet Green Zen, inspiring the everyday person to break free from the mundane and take action.
But before we jump into that, if you guys have never been to this channel, what I really love to do is just inspire the world mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and socially, because I truly believe that if we all had a holistic balance of each one of those areas on this planet, we would live in world peace and eliminate hunger, famine, slavery, war, disease, poverty, have more health, wealth, and abundance together as one human unit on this entire planet. So if you guys believe in similar messages, do me a quick favor, subscribe to this channel, hit that bell notification so you're notified when new videos are released. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on these different topics that we cover, and share these out with people in your community who needs to hear these messages. Okay, so let's dive into it. So again, today's topic is, are successful people lucky or were they in the right place at the right time? That is a very good question. Yeah, Greg, who doesn't know that? Now, wait a minute there. So again, I get it that a lot of people may think this is true, but if you really study successful people, and if you start to go on that path of success for yourself, you'll begin to notice very quickly that no, successful people aren't just lucky, or they were not just in the right place at the right time. It took lots of hard work, dedication, discipline, and time to get to where they're at today. Now granted, let's say if, again, just random example, let's say maybe you go out to a grocery store and maybe you see someone that's, let's say, a singing scout, and you've been practicing and training your whole life to be a singer, and then you meet this person and on the spot they ask you to perform a note, and you do the note, and then they sign a contract with you, and bam, you're successful. Now, a lot of people say, well, because look, at the person was in the right place at the right time. But on the other hand, think about this. The person has been training for years and years and years, very disciplined, passing up going out, hanging out with friends, passing up drinking with friends, passing up spending money on useless things or watching TV where they're mastering their craft. So then when they are presented with that situation, they can perform on the spot because they've been training for this time and this moment to happen for them. So yes, on one end, they were lucky to be in that grocery store or wherever they are to see that scout. But on the other hand, because they've been training so hard, and this is what they've been wanting, they've been visualizing it, they've been putting this out to the universe powered by God has been actually listening to them, and then they presented them with that opportunity to actually shine and to show what they're all about. So again, you have to kind of come to the conclusion on yourselves, but are people successful or have they been in the right place at the right time? It's a little bit of both, but you would not be in the right place at the right time if you're not trained for that. Again, another example. Let's say you needed to meet a really awesome business partner to get you to the next level in life. And let's say maybe your friend calls you to go to some networking event that you're not interested in, but you decide to go anyway. So when you go to this networking event, you meet someone there that maybe it's not the business partner that you've been dreaming to have as a partner, but there are someone that can introduce you to that business partner, or maybe 2-3 people down the line, but it all started with that one person. Hopefully this is making sense to you guys. So again, your friend calls you, ring, ring, hello? You ready to go to this business meeting? Kind of don't want to. It's cold outside, it's rainy, but I guess I'll go. So by you doing so, you go to this meeting with your friend, you meet this other person that, you know, again, it's not the business partner, but you exchange information, and then they felt good energy from you, they liked you, so they introduce you to another person down the line, maybe a couple weeks, maybe a couple months from now, and then that person, let's say, introduces you to your business partner that you actually can go to the next level with. But it would not have happened if you did not go to that initial business meeting. Do you see what I'm saying? So again, success does happen to people who are prepared for it, and the coincidence part, or I should say the part where they're lucky, actually lines up with that. Because let's say if you didn't train, if you were not practicing your craft, and you go maybe meet that scout at the grocery store, and if you just had given up on your dreams, you had self-doubt and negative beliefs, and then when a person, you notice, you recognize a person, you went up to them excited, hey, you know, I actually used to sing, or blah, 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 and they say, oh really, let me hear something, and then boom, you put on the spot, and you can't really project at the levels that they see successful people project at, now you lost your opportunity. But again, if you've been training up until that point, you meet that person. Again, no one knows when that will happen. That's the secret to life or success, I should say, because when you're aligned, but look at how many successful people in the world have actually met their success, or even they built their own businesses from the ground up and they've been grinding and working for years and years and years. Some took 6 months, some took 2 years, some took 5 years, others took a decade, a full decade to not see any success and have failure after failure, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more, just to try and make their dream come true, and you're not seeing the results. And a lot of people will give up by then, because again, think about this, guys. If you've been working at something for over 10 years and you did not see success, would you give up? Would you quit? That's a question you want to ask yourself internally. Or would you keep fighting because you know deep down inside that this is the only route? There is no option B, there is no plan B. You have to be successful with this. And when you burn that bridge and burn the boats and you're stuck on this island and you have to survive or you die, that mentality, again, if you want to be successful as much as you want to breathe, like Edward Thomas would say, again, you will become successful. I believe it's just the law of the universe, because so many people want success, but not everyone's willing to work for that success. But when you show the universe and God that you're willing to work for it, you project out to the universe, you have your morning miracle habits, then I believe that that all aligns up with something that you can't see, smell, or touch, but it's there and it's really there, because when you start to put that out, you will align with that unseen force that creates success, and you definitely will have it. Because this is what I believe, that everyone on this planet obviously will not be here forever, at least in our physical forms. Who knows what's on the other side of our transition period. But I believe that once we meet God, we'll be walking with him down the hallway, and again, Steve Harvey explains this very well, but he'll take you to a door and say, you know what, go open that door. And then you open the door and you see it's beautiful, filled with like gifts and jewelries and all this stuff. And it's like, wow, who are these gifts for? And God will look at you in disappointment and say, you know what, these were your gifts that you were meant to open and use while you were on earth, but you did not do that, because the challenges will actually make you grow, become a stronger, better person. So now when you activate these gifts, be able to help bless other people with the gifts that you actually manifested and created, but you chose not to do it. You chose to just work a mediocre job. You chose to give up your freedom for like just a standard paycheck or something that you don't feel fulfilled in. You put on golden handcuffs. And if you guys don't know what that means, I have a video on my channel called Are You Wearing Golden Handcuffs? Go ahead and check that out. But I believe we all have gifts on this planet. They all may not be physical like Michael Jordan type talent, but it is something similar to that, but in another way. Again, it could be writing, singing, it could be basket weaving, something, whatever it is, but we all have talents and gifts that we're meant to share with the world and help make it a better place and help inspire people. And that's just part of the process. You have to go through failure and resistance and resentment and people making fun of you and negative opinions. You got to go through all that stuff, because once you show that you can push through it, it makes you a better, humbler person, more humble, and then your rewards are waiting on the other side of the door. So that's all I want to share with you guys for this video again. So again, the question is, are successful people lucky? Are they in the right place at the right time? You decide that for yourself. So as always, it's time for the quote of the day, and this quote is from Naval Ravikant, and Naval says, "You make your own luck if you stay at it long enough." Very powerful. Planet Green Zen signing off. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.